Welcome to day 6, Awakeners. Well, we're on our second last day together. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the ways that you are psychic. So psychic means of the soul, but that psychic language, as you're probably discovering, can express itself in lots of different ways. And you will naturally find that you have a tendency or an inclination towards one way or another. So I'm not going to give you a full back catalogue of all of the ways that we can receive information, but just to talk about some of the really obvious ones that you may have already experienced. So the things you've probably heard of before are clairvoyance, which is an ability to see. And this doesn't just mean seeing with the eyes open, but that you receive messages visually. So when your eyes are closed and you're connecting through your heart, you might see images, or you might even see words or people or things. Clairaudience is where we hear messages, and this might be that we're literally hearing a voice in as though someone's sitting next to us talking, or once again, it might be more subtle than that, that we're hearing information but it's sort of caught up in the soup of the mind and we have to really focus on it in order to access it. You might be clairsentient, which is a sort of dominant thing for me, which is where you feel information. Now, that might mean that when you're with someone, you might get a feeling or a pain in your body that you're pretty sure is not yours, and then they might say, hey, I hurt my back yesterday, and you're like, well, that's weird. That was exactly where I was feeling pain. Or it might be that when you are doing work like this, say you pick up a card, rather than hearing or seeing, you feel. So my first impulse is there's like this push in my body and then words come out. So I don't hear anything and then say them. I feel like I can't keep my mouth closed because this energy is pushing me, and then I speak those words. You may also find that you are a channel. So as soon as you focus on this energy, you just start downloading information from the Brotherhood of Light or your guide or an angel or your animal totem, and it just comes out of your mouth as though it's not even coming from your own body. There's lots and lots of different ways that people will talk about psychic skill, and as I said, it's not really something you need to worry about, but it can be really exciting to know what our dominant communication method is, because then we can focus on that even more. You may find, as I do, that writing is also a really great way to bypass the ego for me. It gets me straight to the heart of the matter, and I often prefer writing readings for people than actually giving readings. Interestingly enough, I also quite enjoy giving readings over the phone rather than in person, because not having that visual confirmation when someone goes, I understand, can really help keep me in my heart. You'll find that when you start doing readings for other people, if that's what you'd like to do, it can be really easy to let the mind take over and to try and take their visual cues, whether obvious or subtle, as your guide rather than the inner voice. People aren't always going to understand what you are offering them the first time that they hear it, and it might only be upon reflection that they go, oh, that was absolutely perfect for me. If you are operating from that place where you really feel your heart is open and you're working, then it doesn't matter if that person immediately goes, oh, that's so perfect for me. You will be coming at the reading from the highest good of that individual, and so you know you're in the right place, and that's more important than getting pats on the back. Oh my God, that information was so great. More often than not, you will get that confirmation, but it's really important that you don't use the person's response as what motivates the reading. It's brave work. We have to be prepared to really stay still and focused in our heart. And when you do that, you'll find that the work has this incredible quality to it that makes people want to come back to you again and again. So today I just want to talk a little bit about that. I'm not going to go on for too long today. And I also just want you to think about yourself in terms of your etheric body. So this is your energy body beyond the physical. And that is where we're operating from, as we know. The chakra system is part of that. But it's really important for you to keep this clean and healthy. So what I would like you to do is to use a few simple tools to keep your energy body healthy. Believe it or not, you can do that in the same way that you clean your physical body. When you shower in the morning or in the evening, imagine that water as light, washing away any heavy energy that doesn't belong to you, that might be stuff you've picked up from being around people who are grumpy or tired or don't have good feelings towards you. And as that water washes over you, just feel all that heavy energy going down the drain and into Mother Earth. Now, don't worry about Mother Earth. She knows how to use this stuff for her own good. Just as when you put fertilizer on the garden, beautiful things grow. Mother Earth will happily receive all of the poop that is in your energy field. And when you get rid of that debris, you'll find that your readings are even more clear and more precise. Another beautiful thing you can do is, if you take a bath from time to time, put some Epsom salts or rock salt into that water, let it dissolve, and lay your body into that water. And that, believe it or not, will not only enhance your psychic power really quickly, it'll also cleanse your energy body so that you are much freer to be in an open-hearted space, connecting center above, center below, from Father Sky to Mother Earth in other language, if you like, or universal consciousness and Mother Energy consciousness. You need both those portals in order to keep really in the right place. And basically keep yourself in the best possible space to offer this energy to the world and to yourself. So what I'd like you to do today is take one of the strategies that I've introduced you to so far, whether it be using oracle cards or asking a question of your guidance or writing, and I want you to ask someone if you can give them a little reading. Now, to make this really easy on you, I want you to ask them to ask one question to you out loud. And then you tune in through your heart using any of the external tools if you want, or just by asking your spirit guide for the information, and then you offer that reading. Keep it simple, one question. Really focus in on that. Try to choose someone that you don't feel intimidated by or want to please, and just allow yourself to offer that information. The more you practice, the better you will be. Until tomorrow for our final day together, Awakeners. Namaskar.